How are you all doing, fellow football managers? We are out of the FA Cup, but we are not out of the cup competitions altogether. And today marks the day we enter into the FA Trophy with an away fixture to Exmouth. So it's only been 2 games since our defeat to Carlisle in the FA Cup first round. Still super happy with what we achieved in the FA Cup first round. I think can be more than the fans were expecting and the board. I would have been hopeful myself that we got there, and we did get there. And we didn't get the rub of the green with either an away fixture or the opposition, but I still think we gave a good account of ourselves, and our bank balance shows it as well. We've currently got 91,000 in the bank. I feel like we should be able to keep it somewhere up near that sort of six-figure threshold of 100,000 in the bank, if we don't spend the money. But I have made two requests to the board since then to improve the training facilities and to improve youth recruitment again, which is something I actually managed to get them to do last season. So in the next few days, we should hear back from them, where I'm pretty sure they'll probably say no. But you've got to ask. There is money to spend. I was initially going to wait until we roll into the next season and we've paid our taxes and we've got sort of a fresh outlook at the season ahead before I made any requests like that. But I thought maybe it's best to ask while we've got as much as we can in the bank. So we will see what they come back with. I can always ask them again in the new season. So even if they say no, it's not the end of the world. Right, since the Carlisle game, we have played Welling away, winning 2-0, and we have played Chelmsford at home, winning 3-0. So good results in the league, keeps us at the top. We are, I want to say, commanding lead at the top, 7 points clear, but goal difference, speaks for itself. 22 more goals in the goal difference than Torquay, 21 better than the next close. No, actually, there's Tonbridge with 16. So that's 17 better than the next closest, which this early in the season, we're not quite at the halfway point yet, I think is really, really, really good. So, that's how it's going in league. We're going to have our FA Trophy game today, away to Exmouth. And then I'm going to play some games off camera because it was really close since our last game to Carlisle. So I am going to skip ahead, probably to Tonbridge, I think, with how close they are. So they are the next closest in the league that we've got coming up relatively shortly. So I will get into our FA Trophy game with Exmouth, and then we'll skip ahead to the Tonbridge game. As for our team news for the game against Exmouth, Harry Lee is still recovering from his broken ribs, so he is still unavailable. Apart from that, everyone is back in the team. Ewan Pollock is regaining some sort of match fitness, and but it's a FA Trophy game, so I have done a bit of shuffling, bit of rotation in the squad. We've got Cian Willows in for this competition, and as long as I remember, I will keep him in goal for the entirety of this competition, however far we get. Even if we make it through to the semis or the finals, I'll try and stick with Cian Willows as our sort of backup, consider him a lower cup competition keeper. So we have Charlie Farr on the right back, Archie Chaplin and Sam Dreyer at central defence, Ben Brooks on the left, Rhodey McGlinchey and Oliver Penderbury in the central midfield, and then Bansal McNulty on the right as our inside forwards, Tom Olliott as our winger on the left, and then Ash Boatswain and Salim Akambi up front. Not necessarily our top strikers, but I feel like they could make a reasonable partnership. They've actually performed pretty well. And if you look at their goals and assists between them, they have, right, so 2, 4, 17 goals between them with goals and assists. And we're early into the season. So yeah, I feel like they could do a job for us. So we will, we'll see how they do, really. Everyone seems pleased with the match lineup and tactics. So no dissent in the ranks so far. Right, we are going to, we're favourites and we should be winning this comfortably. Put a bit of pressure on them. I don't see why not. We should be winning. I see this as a bit like the our first FA Cup game against what were they called? Westbury, I think they were called, and they were tier 8 competition like Exmouth as well. And they held us to 4-4 in the first game, and then the replay was 4-3. So I just need to turn this down a little bit if I can find it. Yeah, I think that's it. Right. Probably not good that my headphones are that loud. Right, we've got McNulty pushing into the box from the right hand side, and he is taken down inside the box. That is a penalty within the first few minutes, and it is Ansel McNulty to take the penalty. Can we go 1-up early in this tie? Oh, only just, and that wasn't the best penalty. The keeper got very close to saving that. Probably not the most confident penalty taker in the world, but I think along with our corners and free kick takers, we haven't really got a very good penalty taker either. That'd definitely be something I'm going to want to look at into next season, whether we're promoted or not, is find someone that is really efficient with set pieces and penalty taking, because we are really, really lacking in that area. And that is goal number 2 with a lovely float across by Akambi, and it's that man again, Ansel McNulty, on the end of it to head in at the far post. Again, not a very good delivery from the corner, but once we're not on the corner, not taking the corner, we do manage to get a good delivery, which is annoying. We can do good deliveries in open play, but we can't manage good deliveries from the corner or a free kick, which is just, it just seems crazy to me that you can do one, but you can't do the other. Surely anyone that is good at crossing, their corner taking should be there and thereabouts with the level of corner taken. I really don't get why it would be any different. But yeah, that's 2-0 up within the first 15 minutes against Exmouth. And hopefully we can make this an easy tie and progress to the next stage of the competition. And it's Akambi with a shot. He can't get past the shot past. Well, I thought that was a deflection. Clearly it wasn't. It was just a really bad shot. Brooks down the line to Akambi. Akambi is looking busy today. He crosses the ball in. The keeper comes flying out to punch the ball away. Oh, ooh. We're definitely causing them trouble in and around the box. And we managed to steal the ball back. And we have the ball on the left-hand side with Tom Olliott. Can we get a nice cross in? Tom Olliott finds Akambi. Is that a save? It is a great save by the Exmouth keeper. And now we have another corner with another, it's going to be a bad delivery. Won't beat the first man, and we don't. Sam Dreher does find another ball, but can't do anything with his header. Too easy for the keeper or the defender. Okay, just need to win the ball back now. I'd like a real solid cup performance here. I don't see why we can't win this tie with sort of 4-5 goals. We definitely should be putting on that kind of performance. So yeah, I'd like to put the pressure on the lads, but anyway, we're back on the attack with Far on the right hand side. He finds Bansal McNulty in the box, finds Boatswain, but from literally 6 yards out, he can't do anything but blast the ball over wide. It just wasn't very good effort from Boatswain there. I have come to expect a bit better with it from him, with 10 goals in all competitions already. So yeah, that's a little disappointing. Pendlebury with the corner. Can he find a Farnborough head? He can't. He does find someone, but they don't even manage to make good contact with the ball. And it goes back to Pendlebury, but he is offside. Right, with about half an hour to gone, we have Tom Olliott on the left-hand side. Big cross in, trying to find McNulty, cutting in from the right. And the cross comes back in, finds Boatswain, but again, he does manage to put his effort on target. Yeah, not got his shooting boots on today, Ash Boatswain. Right, Far on the right again. He cuts it back to Rhodey McGlinchey. He finds McNulty. McNulty in off the underside of the bar. Keeper had no chance. And that is 3-0 at about the half-hour mark. So things are looking good. Probably looking good for a solid 5-6-0 win in our first game of the FA Trophy. So, I mean, with the team we have, this is the sort of result we should be getting against competition that is 2 leagues below us. So, again, I think that kind of highlights how well we've done up against a team like Carlisle, who are so far above us, 3 leagues above us. So, yeah, we should be handling these guys real easy. And I'll just put the Westbury games for the first games of the FA Cup down as like an anomaly. Maybe like the team was still sort of blending together, maybe. So yeah, we should be handling games like this just so easy. And we've got Pendlebury up to Boatswain. Boatswain through ball to Pendlebury. Pendlebury can't get his shot on target, but it was a good movement, good attacking play through the middle, but bad finish. But that's not a bad finish. Pendlebury with the free kick. He does have a good effort from the free kick. If we're talking about shots on goal, he is a good player for it. If he was crossing it for another player, it wouldn't be so good. But yeah, Pendlebury has got the skills to put the ball in from distance with the free kicks. So yeah, that is 4-0 coming up towards half time. Can we find another before half time? I don't know. Maybe we can. We'll give it a good go. But the boys are definitely getting the job done today. And McNulty up back to Far. Finds McNulty. Finds Pendlebury in the middle to Akambi. Akambi to McNulty, but his touch is not very good and he loses the ball to an Exmouth player. And they are on the counter here. Can we get enough bodies back to defend this? And there is a shot on target from distance, but Willows looked like he had it covered. It wasn't quite on target, but it was a good effort from the Exmouth player. One last chance maybe before half time. We're throwing down Exmouth end. Pendlebury finds McGlinchey. Back to Brooks on the left. Back to McGlinchey. He passes it out to Far. McNulty has a try from inside the box, but it's deflected out for a corner, which there's not going to be a goal from this, but Brooks to take the corner anyway. Brooks can't beat the first man. Just, I don't get it with the corners. We've got players who can cross the ball, but when it comes to the corners, it's just like it's something totally alien to them. Ridiculous. Possession, surprisingly, is actually quite even at 47 and 53%. But what we've done with possession is a lot different. 15 shots on target, 15 shots 6 on target and an XG of 3 so far for the game. And yeah, things are looking good for this first tie in the FA Cup. And yeah, I'm going to say we should be up this far with how much we've created. Don't need to make any changes yet, but maybe we'll get some early changes in, see if we can give some opportunities to any of our substitutes. We start off the second half with McNulty on the right hand side, plays it back to McGlinchey. He finds Far with the cross. Can he find Pendlebury? No, he can't. And Exmouth have the ball, and they can try and counter here. That was a Exmouth player coming from an offside position though, so no danger for us there. Exmouth do have the corner though. They can find an Exmouth player. We can't. I don't know. I'm looking forward to being able to get a set piece specialist in as well. But I've asked the board a couple of times so far, and they're not interested. And that was another good effort from Pendlebury from the free kick. Yeah, good effort from Pendlebury. Brooks with the corner. Can he find Boatswain? He does find Boatswain, but Boatswain again can't get his effort on target. So I think I'm actually going to bring Boatswain off. He's probably played a good part in holding the ball up, bringing in other players as our big target man, but he's not had his finishing boots on today. So I think we go to tactics. We've not got another striker to bring on for him. So I think we're going to bring on Charlie Pavey, and we're dropping back into the hole just like that. Akambi can just sit in the middle. Actually, you can be offset, and we're going to put you onto a pressing forwards on attack. And Pavey, I'm going to put you in as a shadow striker so you can work your way into the box on the attack as well. I think I'm going to bring Sam Bailey on for Ben Brooks, who's on a yellow card as well, and give a bit more time for Sam Bailey, who's learning the left back role, to get a bit more time. And yeah, that will do for the moment. Right, and we have the ball with Far on the right hand side. Plays it all the way back to Willows. Willows back to Far. Far to Chaplin, back to Far. Are we being closed down a bit? Exmouth finding a bit of challenge here. Ooh. Well, they got close. They're getting closer maybe. And we have an injury. Charlie Far. We've been getting quite a few injuries of recent. A potential groin injury, so he's probably just pulled something there. We will bring Callum Moore on. Luckily, we've got a direct replacement for him, so nothing too much to stress about. McNulty looking just awesome with his hat-trick today. Okay, see if we can do anything in the second half. 4 goals in the first half. Nothing yet in the second half with 12 minutes played. Bailey cutting it in from the left, but he can't find a Farnborough player. Pendlebury to Olliott. Olliott back to Dreyer. Dreyer to Olliott. Olliott switches it to the right hand side with Moore. Moore drives towards the Exmouth area. Tries to beat his man, but he can't quite beat his man. But we still got the ball with McNulty. McNulty gets the cross in. Oh, the keeper comes for the ball. He fumbles it. He can't collect the ball. And there's a bit of a scramble in the box, but no one can actually put it away. And it's cleared for a corner. Tom Olliott on the corner. Tries to find Pendlebury right in the middle. Dreyer picks up the loose ball. Plays it into Olliott. Olliott finds Pendlebury. Pendlebury to Bailey. Bailey with a shot, but it's over the bar and no problem for the Exmouth keeper. A little bit underwhelming from the first half. It'd be disappointing not to even get a goal in the second half. we should still have enough in this team to get a goal or two, I would say. It can be. Maybe we are missing the big physical presence of Boatswain, but there's enough skill and movement for sure. Chaplin to Moore on the right-hand side. He tries to beat his man, but he cannot beat his man. They try a big ball over the top, but Andrea is there to clear up the danger. Back to the Exmouth goalkeeper. He's going to do a big ball down. He is. Can we deal with it? We can. Pendlebury picks up the ball, finds Pavey, back to McGlinchey. McGlinchey to Pavey. Pavey to McNulty. McNulty driving down the right-hand side. He pulls it back for Moore to McGlinchey. McGlinchey to Tom Olliott, and it's deflected in off an Exmouth player, and it's 5-0 to Farnborough. Yeah, I said it should be like 5 or something, didn't I? But there is number 5. I mean, just kept passing the ball around the box until they found someone in a position to shoot. And shoot he did, and he scored with a deflection. I don't know if the keeper would have had that covered if it wasn't for the deflection, but yeah, we're going to take it anyway, aren't we? And another cross into the box. Oh, and it's goal number 6. Charlie Pavey, the substitute, win with goal number 6. It's a bit of a pinball in the box, trying to find the head. But yeah, Charlie Pavey with the finishing touch, past the outstretched keeper, who didn't have a chance in the end. 15 minutes to go, and it's 6-0 to Farnborough. Chaplin to Moore, back to Chaplin, finds Pendlebury open in the middle. Pendlebury drives forwards. Oh, and that's got to be a foul, but Tom Olliott picks up the ball. Obviously, referee was looking in the other direction, I think. But Moore with the cross, he finds Olliott, but that's an easy header for the Exmouth keeper to collect, and the danger is gone. Big ball from the keeper down the pitch, and they does manage to find an Exmouth player this time. Exmouth in the final third. Good effort from range. That was off the post. I don't know if the keeper got a touch on it, but he has got a reasonable rating for today. 7.1 for Cian Willows in his cup game. So well done to Cian Willows. He's obviously doing a good job for us between the sticks. Exmouth just trying to control the game at the moment, keep possession. Can't imagine they keep it for too long, and we might have a chance for another goal before we know it. But it's Exmouth in the area, and they get the post again, but I think that is an offside. It is, so we can regain possession and see what we can do with it. Moore on the right hand side. He finds McNulty. McNulty back to Moore. Moore inside to McGlinchey. Oh, it tries to find McNulty, but the ball is cut out. Yeah, we're definitely being closed down in our positions from the Exmouth players. They're doing a very good job in this sort of late game stages. And I think I'm just going to change the formation up a little bit. And I'm going to bring Olliott in as an inside forwards as well. And change Pendlebury to support. And Pavey back into midfield as well. To see if we can change the flow a little bit in these sort of dying stages of the game. Pendlebury with the corner. Dreyer picks up the ball. Pendlebury on the edge of the area. Finds Bailey. Oh, Bailey tries to jink his way past the Exmouth defenders, but he is caught out in the end, and Exmouth have the ball. Can't do anything with it, clearly. And it's Farnborough with the ball again. Dreyer to Bailey, to Pendlebury, to Olliott, back to Bailey. Bailey through ball attempt for Tom Olliott, but he's not really on the same wavelength, and the Exmouth keeper picks up the loose ball easily. Drea with a commanding header there from the big ball down pitch from the Exmouth goalkeeper, and we regain possession. Drea finds Bailey to McGlinchey to Bailey drives up left, beats his man, cuts inside, finds Penderbury squares it for Pavey with a shot, and it's another goal. That's goal number 7, and a beautiful long range low drive by Charlie Pavey. Goal number 7, and it is a rout today. That's some beautiful movement, some beautiful play, good vision from all the players, and a beautiful finish from that young man, Charlie Pavey. And kind of bends it around the dive of the keeper. He does very well with that one. Keeps it low, keeps it away from the keeper. Goal number 7. It's a good day out today in the FA Trophy. And that was a free kick for Exmouth there, but he can't beat the ball, and it goes out for a corner. So Exmouth with the corner. Can we get a good defensive header with this? And is that out for another corner? It is. That's Bansal McNulty back there doing his defensive work. Exmouth with another corner. Can they get a consolation goal? That is all it will be at this point. And they do find players on the edge of the area, but they can't get the shot down. And the danger ends just like that. Exmouth goalkeeper with a big kick, but they can't find anyone with the header. And we just let it go out for a throw-in. Happy to wind down the clock now. And that is it. Full time. Exmouth 0, Farnborough 7 in the first game of the FA Trophy for Farnborough. A really good day at the office for the boys. Nice work. That was good. Yeah, happy with that performance. Rotated squad. Good performance from Cian Willows, deputising in goal for us. And yeah, all the players, brilliant effort. Even Boatswain didn't get on the score sheet, but clearly he was doing his part on the pitch, connecting the other players up with his physical presence. So yeah, really happy with that. And we get nearly 4,000, so 3,000.75 thousand for that win against Exmouth, and we're in to the next round. Sure, we will find out shortly who we get in the next round. And Charlie Farr has a groin strain and is out for 4 to 7 weeks. We will leave that to the physio, and yeah, it'll be good to get him back as soon as possible. We're now down to just the one player on the right hand side. So yeah, hopefully he stays fit and we don't have some sort of emergency at right back. So we will see. Right, so that is the FA Trophy game done. A convincing 7-0 win for Farnborough. And I will see you back here for the Tonbridge game. In fact, I just thought, and you won't see us back for the Tonbridge game because we're going to have our next FA Trophy game before that. So we will be back for our next FA Trophy game. I'll pop back in and let you know who we're going to be playing for the third round game. So yeah, I will see you then when we know who we're playing. So the third round draw has been made and we've got a challenge on our hands. We have a home fixture, but we are against Vanarama National League opponents in Southend. And they're doing all right in the league at the moment. They are 7th. Their form is reasonable as well. So that will be a game and we will be tested. But we have every chance of coming away with it and progressing in the FA Trophy. But it will be difficult. It's not going to be a given. So yeah, we're just going to have to hope we perform on the day and see how well we can do. All right, and now the board have come back with a response from the 2 requests I made, and surprise, surprise, they have rejected both of them, even with the money we've got in the bank. So improve youth recruitment has been rejected and improve training facilities rejected. So that's really disappointing. I'll see if I can talk them round. yeah, it would be great if we could scale up our youth recruitment network to improve quality of the players coming through the ranks. Yeah, let's see. It's fine for a club like ours and rather. Try and convince him. I think is probably the best. Dougie, that it's an area we can never be satisfied with. Should always be looking. No, okay, so they're not happy with that. Right, training facilities. I can't go back with that one either. That's a solid no. So disappointing. Yeah, disappointing. But we know our opponents for the next round of the FA Trophy going to be a home fixture against Southend. So I will see you for that match. All right, guys, it is match day for the third round of the FA Trophy against Southend. Yeah, and just to fill you in on a couple of things since last match, having a few little player revolts, I'd say. So Oliver Pendlebury wants to get more game time, and Bansal McNulty as well. They're both down as important players, so I can't blame them for noticing they're not playing every game. But neither of them are in for this game because neither of them like big matches. So they're out and they're just going to have to lump it for this game. But I'm trying to give them more time so I don't end up with some sort of revolt within the squad. And since really our dumping out of the FA Cup, we've had a little bit of a wobble. And yeah, I say a little bit of a wobble. So obviously, we went out of the FA Cup to Carlisle. We won 3 games on the trot, ending with the very convincing 7-0 victory over Exmouth in the second round of the FA Trophy. But then we got beat 4-2 at home by our local rivals, Woking. So that didn't go down too well. And I got to admit, in the first half, they absolutely trounced us. And to be honest, we're probably lucky to come back to 3-2. But we did, so it wasn't totally embarrassing. And then we got an unconvincing win away to Weymouth and then held 1-1. They scored early. It took us to the 78th minute to get one back. And yeah, it wasn't a very convincing game. So yeah, overall, on just watching the team play and the confidence on the pitch, there is a little bit of a wobble going on. So this game against Southend, who are expected to win, I mean, it probably couldn't have come at a worse time, really. And if we lose this game and go out of another competition, yeah, we could have a very much a mid-season wobble on our hands. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. I want to still be positive and attacking. The last game they lost recently was against the 4-4-2 formation. So essentially, we're going to be playing a more advanced 4-4-2 formation, which is what we're used to. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, already set the team out. I have brought Alfie Roberts back into goal. Maybe Cian Willows, he doesn't have very good communication. So I feel like maybe where he has been in and there has been some wobbles, we haven't looked very convincing at the back. Maybe that has something to do with it. Obviously, defenders and goalkeeper communication needs to be good and he has none. So yeah, Alfie Roberts back in. I did play Cian Willows in a couple of the league games as well. And yeah, maybe overall it wasn't that convincing. So I'm gonna sit the lad out, and he's just gonna have to I don't know, bide his time maybe. Also, I've got Archie Chaplin being looked at, and we've got Pendlebury being looked at. Pendlebury by Chesterfield and Archie Chaplin by Morecambe and Sunderland. So I mean, if the teams like that come in for him, I'm gonna have to let him go really. But I'm not going to let them go for nothing. These are teams with money, so they're going to have to pay for it if I'm going to lose players mid-season. Right. So, yeah, Alfie Roberts, Callum Moore right back, Kenya Jobson, Archie Chaplin at central defence, Elijah Morgan on the left, Harrison Dudziak and Darius Lipswick in the middle of the park, Salim Akambi on the right wing, Tom Olliott on the left, and Ash Boatswain and Oliver Iro up front. I might bring in Rody McGlinchey. Yeah, definitely bring him instead of McNulty. And then, how many subs do you get for these games? Yeah, it's just a 5, isn't it? So just like a league game. Right. Yeah, I think I might leave it at that then. Got a couple of players working their way back to first team football with Charlie Farr and Harry Lee as well. Going to get them playing some under 18s games, get them match fit, and then we'll have them back in the squad. Harry Lee especially, he is our number 1 right back, so hopefully getting him back in as well will solidify the team a little bit. Everyone's happy with that. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? Right. Try and take advantage of home fixture, hey? Maybe. I never know really what the right ones to press there are. And I don't know if it matters too much. I just don't want them all going out with like frowny faces like, oh no. Right. Let's get this show on the road and see what we can do against Vanarama National League opposition. Now it's not going to be easy, but we'll see if we can get something. Not entirely happy that we're starting the game straight into a Southend highlight, because that's how a few of our other games have started. Opposition highlights and early goals conceded, so we don't want that. 5 minutes gone already, so okay. I feel like we're past the initial early game stage. 10 minutes gone, not much happening, a bit of a stalemate maybe. More with the throw-in. Can he find Canby? Can. More inside to Lipswick, back to Moore with the cross. You can't quite find Olliott on the far post, and Southend can break now. And they are about 3 against 3 at the back, but we managed to steal the ball back off them and get that situation under control. Roberts out to Jobson. Jobson finds a Canby. Canby back to Jobson. Back to a Canby. Out to Moore on the right wing. Moore through to Dudziak. Oh, that was so close. He had it all like in the right direction. He just a little bit too much height on it and just dinks off the top of the bar. He had the keeper beat. He had the defenders beat with his run, and the pass as well just took like 3 of their players out. That's convincing stuff. But it's Southend on the attack now. Roberts collects a header. Was a little bit of a scramble going in the box there, but we managed to get away with that. Very even so far, but I'm getting a few more highlights for Southend now. That's Southend with the corner, but Jobson gets in there and gets a nice defensive header on the corner. Oh, and Cocker. That's going to be the Cocker that I was trying to sign, isn't it? Of course it is. How do I want to get in and have a look. Opposition. Ollie Cocker. Is that the guy? No, it's not the guy. It's not the guy. All right, fair enough. It's not the guy. Come back to haunt me. I mean, I had him in on trial for about 2 months. So that would have sucked. Well, advantage Southend. They're 1-0 up. Can we find anything in ourselves to give Southend the game? not looking too likely at the moment. It can be with the free kick though, and that is not like a Pendlebury free kick. I don't know if we would have seen a good delivery, a good effort by Pendlebury, considering he doesn't like the big game, so he might have been too nervous to deliver a good free kick. Southend back on the attack. 10 minutes until half time. Oh, and they're through. Oh, that's close. A good defensive tackle there, but fell to another Southend player. They get the shot away, and a good save by Alfie Roberts. Southend with the corner, and we managed to defend that okay. Yeah, it's starting to sway very much in Southend's favour at the moment. Southend with the corner, a good header, but Alfie Roberts is in the right place at the right time to collect that ball. More with a dodgy throw in, trying to find a Canby, but we managed to get the ball back on the edge of the area. Dudziak, oh, kind of beats the keeper, but can't get it inside the post. But a good move, good effort. There's still a little possibility we can do something. I mean, I know we can do something. It's just, does it happen? But Southend with the ball, knocking it about at the back, playing it through the middle of the park with that Ollie Cocker, the scorer of their one goal. A cross into the middle, more with the defensive header, but Southend pick the ball up, get another cross in. Alfie Roberts punches the ball out. Lipswick manages to get defensive header, and Olliott intercepts that through ball, and they get another shot away. Alfie Roberts to save the day again. And we're going to go to half time now. Not before another Southend corner though. And they do get a header, but it's not on target. And looks like we're going to go in half time. 1-0 down. Yeah, you can see here, they just took control. And away they went. All right. Yeah, we need to be better. Where has your attacking instincts gone? I hate this when this sometimes happens, and like I know all of you will know, like things will be this, like things will be just happening, and everything will be good, and then just suddenly it'll just be like flat. Strikers can't score, and no one seems to be able to score, and you don't know quite what it is. But sometimes it's just the case you need to switch things up a little bit. But can you find the right combination to switch up and get a positive result? I'm not going to change anything right now. I think we'll leave everything for the moment. Let's start the second half, and we're just going to try and fire them up. See if that has any effect on the players. If we can get an early second half goal, bring it back to 1-1, that'd be great. More driving down the right hand side, crossing. Can he find Iro? Can't get there ahead of the defenders, but it goes out for a corner. My favourite thing, a Farnborough corner. Ollie up with the corner. Oh, nearly finds a Farnborough head though this time. Right. Another corner. Ollie up to take. Can he find a head? He can't find a head. Not a Farnborough head anyway. It can be. Back to Olliott. Olliott drives into the box, and he just dispossessed easily. Didn't really show any creativity or skill there. Iro in the middle, plays it out to Chaplin. Dudziak, what is Chaplin doing out there? Olliott. Oh, Iro! Yes! Come on, boys. Game on. That was a beautiful bit of football. I have no idea what Chaplin was doing out here. But he played a part in that goal anyway, finding Dudziak in the middle. Plays it back to Lipswick. Deep ball to Olliott. He crosses it across the goal, finds Iro, and he just taps it in to net with the keeper out of play by that point. A beautiful bit of teamwork and a beautiful move. But Southend trying to get an instant reaction. Oh, and a very almost find beat. Archie Roberts nearly found Southend player in the middle. Oh, Yeah, they're going to want an instant reaction here. All right, we're going to wait for this highlight to finish. Hopefully we don't concede instantly from managing to pull it back. And we might look at what substitutions we could make. Hopefully we can just stop the rock of the ship a little bit. Ash Boatswain is not really doing much. Maybe we bring Pollock on. I'm going to switch Iro to a pressing forwards in support. Pollock can be a poacher. And let's see if that gives us anything more up front. And we have just got ourselves another goal. And that was that Ash Boatswain as well. All right, we're going to have to cancel that because now he's on the score sheet. It would be tight of me to bring him off when he's just got us ahead. And that was a beautiful cross from Moore, finding Boatswain in the middle, and a good finish by Boatswain as well. And no, we won't be making that change just now. Well, we've got the lead for the moment. Let's see how long we can keep hold of the lead, if we can, or maybe we can get hold of this game even more with another goal. That'd be nice. Definitely want to make some substitutions now. Right, what can we do to shore up this this game a little bit more? Well, we are starting to get some tired legs. Callum Moore and Elijah Morgan are both tired, but I only got Sam Bailey that can really come in for Elijah Morgan. Not really got anyone else at this point, except for I think we could bring in Rody McGlinchey for Darius Lipswick, and he can still be a deep line playmaker, but we can bring him in on defend. And if we just shuffle Dudziak into support, just so he holds his position a little bit more. I think that'll do for the moment. Let's see how the rest of this plays out. We have control of the match for the moment, which I'm really surprised about. Pleased, but a little bit surprised, because they definitely have the sort of lion's share of the stats going forwards anyway. We are coming up towards 90 minutes now, so that is pretty good. I'm going to bring Andrea on for Jobson. And let's just see if we can see this game out. 88 minutes, 89, 4 minutes of injury time. Bailey with the throw in now down at Southend's end. But cross is easily caught by the Southend goalkeeper. Right, 3 minutes to see this game out against Vanarama National League opposition and progress through to the next stage of the FA Trophy, which we definitely want. We wouldn't want to be going out at this stage. It is too early for us. And then hopefully we get a bit of a kinder draw in the next one. Okay, Southend with the corner. There, ooh, okay, good defensive header by Drea there. There was the flick on, and that is a effort from range across the face of the goal, but it just misses the target. Less than a minute to go in injury time. Akambi with the ball on the right. Dudziak, Boatsworth back to McGlinchey. McGlinchey, big ball over the top to Akambi. He tries to beat his man. Can he get a cross in? He can. Can he find Iro? He can find Iro, but he can't put his header on target. And now we are at time, just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle now. Akambi with the ball on the edge of the box. Tries to find Iro again. Can't quite find him. And that is the whistle. Full time. We managed to beat higher opposition. Really chuffed with that. 2-1. And we progress through to the next stage. I know our money doesn't go up sort of massively at this point or in this competition at all. But the further we can go through, the more money we can get, and the better it can do for our reputation as a club as well. So $4,500 we get for that, and yeah, and through to the next round. So, well, now the fourth round awaits us in the FA Trophy competition. That game will come in the 11th of January. So we will be back for that game, and I guess we will play possibly maybe Torquay, because I mean they are up there with us. They were. So Torquay, there is Westonmere, Bournemouth, Tonbridge. There is one else around there. Not really. So yeah, I think we'll be back for our 4th round FA Trophy game, and then I think we will play the few league games in between there and probably play Torquay, unless the table changes a lot in that time, and then we'll just rethink. But yeah, we'll be back for the next round of the FA Trophy. For now, if you've enjoyed today's content, please leave us a like, and if you've got anything to comment, please put it in the comments below, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I really appreciate it. And for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.